Here is a look at your gap and go trades for the week of August 24th through the 28th. I will go over price targets, have a gap recap from August 17th through the 21st, and update the chart as well. Hi everyone, it's Dow on the Dow. I hope you had a fantastic trading week. First up is Rivn. We ended the week at $16.97, up 6%. Last week we were at the bottom of the leaderboard, and now we have clawed our way back to the top. We are basically at the middle of the trend, which I will mark out, and that is roughly $17. Very close to this other line that I drew for the week of Monday, July 20th. I do not need any of these lines. This will help you if you're new to charting to figure out where support and resistance could be. So since we are here, on the way up is resistance. That is one potential take profit area. Above that, at 2 standard deviations, takes us to 1742, 1760, and another potential take profit area down the road, $17.79. To the south side, -2 standard deviations takes us to 1671. Below that, 1653, and at -4 standard deviations and another potential buy-in area as well as a potential stop-loss area, $16.33. All of these blue lines, these horizontal blue lines, are previous middle of the trend lines, which will now turn into support from where we are. Looking left, last week, we started here when we were up here, and then we fell down to this line. That turns into support, just grinding along the middle of the trend. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger. This is close to your buy line. This is resistance. This is take profit on the way up. This hit resistance, a line I already drew, made a leg up. And then this is resistance. Remember, price tends to slice through the middle of the trend to get to the north side or to the south side. And here is your clear sell signal, another sell signal here, and another sell signal there. On the way down, that is support and a potential buy-in area. Actually, let me move this just a little bit closer to here. I will delete this line now. This is an old price target that we've already met at $17. The new price target is now $18.61, which represents a 9.66% return from where we are. And it says Rivn reported revenue and gross profit, but continues burning cash to fund operations and vehicle development. Profitability unsettled as execution and external financing remain needed. Well, it is a car company and they do burn cash. The only car company I invest in is Tesla. And I also drive one. All right, 1479 is also a gap to watch out for to the south side. That will be a pullback area, as well as down here at roughly 1328. And then we have another one down here as well. Oops, Command Z. See all those gaps you got to watch out for whenever we reverse. Tsly up next, option R. Let's just reset that. Oh, we were in an upward channel on Rivn. Oh, I want to say, no, I'll just move on. So with Tsly, we are right here. Resistance, one potential take profit area. 2301 above that, 2322, and then down the road 2343. By the end of the week, the middle of the trend could take us to 2371, one of the bands, 2415, and then we could see 2286. To the south side, I will mark this line. That will take us to 2258, which is one level of support. Then below that, buy-in stop loss 2214, 2192, and roughly 2171. What happened last week? We started here, sold off to support, bounced up, resistance, and oh, I guess I sold some here, a lot here for a 1.14% return. And we have a gap, a pullback area at 2160. I think I have a buy-in already set at 2159. Here's your clear sell signal there. Turn on VWAP to get levels within levels, if you like to do that. NEO, we ended the week at $4.63, up 2.21%. So we are right here. Resistance, take profit, 467. Down the road, roughly 470 and 473. The yellow lines are lines I drew in 2024, I believe. I got to go back and look. Pretty sure. All right. Yes, the blue lines are for 2026, purple 2025, and then yellow 2024. All right, one level of support, a potential buy-in area, potential stop-loss area, 456, 453, 450. Now, looking left, we have this gap that opened up and closed on the 19th, Wednesday. So we gapped, we went down, so that means we filled to the upside. Congrats if you made some money off of that play. We started the week here, ended at 463. This is your potential take profit, take profit, take profit line. Of course, we sold off. We went sideways, grinding sideways, and then fell. Through this is support, bounced off of this line, back up. Clear sell signal, clear buy signal. This is resistance, that's a sell signal. And then this is resistance off of that line. All right. And for the end of the week, we are in an upward channel still. The middle of the trend could take us to 476 by the end of the week if we continue to go up. We have an opportunity gap at 477, and that opened up on Tuesday the 11th. All of these other gaps have closed out, no longer in play. And I think that's it for gaps to the south side as well. Oh, let me just extend this one. And let's just extend that out. I think that's it. I've tracked this for a very long time. Here's another one, but is there another one between that? Oh, yeah, of course there is. Oh no, that one closed. All right, that looks pretty good. Option R to reset. Let's quickly go to Nike. I'm trying to wrap this up here. 40.76 up 1.37 for Nike. Resistance 41.39, 41.72, and back to an area we've already been, 42.04. Oh, let's mark out. Well, first, let's get this back on this line. 476. All right, that is going to be the middle of the trend where we could grind sideways. Oh, let's just get rid of this line because it's so close. I don't need these. Again, I just draw this out for you to see potential areas, key areas. That's going to be a delete. Support 40.07, stop loss 39.75, another buy-in area 39.41 down the road. And then we have this gap also. ready to go. Maybe I'll put a buy order down here now that I see that. That's why I like to mark out my territories here. So what happened last week? Ooh, this is a clear buy signal. We gapped up, which means when we reverse, that will fill eventually, don't know when. Resistance, sell-off, resistance, sell-off, resistance, clear sell-off, clear buy-in. And then for the end of the week, coming up, the middle of the trend is 41.12, the outer band 42.42, but then we have these gaps that will close out as well. Let's extend that one. And finally, Boeing. We are in a downward channel on the 5 still. So what happened? Again, ignore all the horizontal lines. I should delete this. All right, we are at 214.20, down 0.42%. Resistance, 215.10, and then 216.14. The middle of the trend is close to an area I've already marked out. And when did I do that? I marked that out, oh boy, weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And now we're just going back, grinding back to that area. My goodness. Wow. How many? Wow, I marked that out on April 2nd of 2026. This is August. Giving it all back. So we are so close to here, I will delete that, clean it up a little bit. All right, here's support on the way down. That will bounce potentially here or grind sideways, chop sideways hopefully, and then reverse. But we have gaps to the south side, so I don't know. 209.63 still doesn't look good. 208.53 and then 207.40. So we have many gaps to the south side. This one will take us down to roughly 186. My goodness. This one is 183. It's going to be a battle, but watch out. And then there was this one down to 199. So by the end of the week, the middle of the trend could take us to 193.14 and the lower band roughly 188.71. So what happened last week? Stair-stepping it down. So we were at 231.67. This is support, potential buy-in area. We're just grinding sideways and then just making legs downward. Well, that didn't really make sense. All right, here's support and a buy-in. Even though we're going down, we could bounce still, but ride out this line, still taking us down. All right, this is done. Let's just say right there, Thursday, August 20th. No longer in play. Delete 216.30. Then I need to go back. When did that gap start? That gap started on Monday, August the 3rd, and finally closed. Option R. Let's reset. All right, I think that does it. The 1-year price target on this is now 274.94, which represents a 28% return from where we are. I am in this trade for my mom, and I'm going to be keeping this one for a while. All right, that is a look at Rivn, Tsly, NIO, Nike, and Boeing. If there is a ticker that you would like me to go over, please let me know. Have a great trading week.